What's up, y'all? We're going to go ahead and draw something in 3 dimensions now, and we're going to be going for drawing this piece here. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looks like a lot of fun to me. So go ahead and open up Autodesk Inventor Professional 2019, and we're going to get started. If you notice on our picture here, you'll see all dimensions should be in millimeters. So when you go back to your program and you press New, make sure you select the option Metric Standard Millimeter.ipt. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our 2D sketch in just a minute, but first we got to figure out the general shape here. As you can see, we got a bunch missing here. We could draw a block, but we'd have to remove a lot. The whole idea when you're drawing in 3 dimensions, as far as I can understand, is you're going to draw some 3-dimensional shape and then you're going to start taking things away, kind of like an ice carver, wood carver, except you're carving something that's on a computer that doesn't actually exist yet. Okay? We're going to draw the block. It's going to be somewhat L-shaped, and we're going to worry about all the things that are missing after we draw our basic L-shaped block. Now, this is the front, this is the left, this is the top, and since I'm extruding in this direction here, when I select the plane on which I'm going to draw, I'm going to choose this one so that I can draw my L shape and then extrude that direction. Choosing here, let's get started. If you look on that figure, it says that the bottom edge is 145 millimeters. So to center it, again, I'm going to cut that in half and we'll press L for a line. Keep going up there, I don't need to. Okay. Go over half of 145, which is 72.5, going 72.5 in that direction, and 72.5 in this direction, and then let's go ahead and zoom to fit. Starting off again, let's go up. Oh dear, I think it's 90. I think it's 90 millimeters. Let me double check. I think so. Yeah, 90 tall and 36 across the top of my L shape. And remember that even though that there's this piece missing, going to the very bottom, top to bottom is 90, 36 up on the tippity top. Okay, 36 across, boom. Now the question is, how far do I come down? Let's take a gander. This is total is 90, and it's going to meet up with this platform here, which is 25 off of the base. 90, take away 25, leaves us with the remaining 65. So coming down this way, 65, boom. Heading all the way over in this direction. We're going to line that up and come down and join. We got our L shape. Done. You drag this baby out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and press Finish Sketch and zoom to fit. Look at that beauty. We got our basic L shape of our block. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that into a solid using Extrude. If you press Extrude, it automatically says, hey, you want to go this direction? And you got to kind of direct it. You can go this direction or you can go that direction. But as a good common practice in the drawing field, you want your shape to be kind of centered. So I am going to use the symmetric option. When you drag the symmetric option, it extends out evenly in both directions and it centers your shape. Let's check the thickness. Looks like it's from edge to edge here is 72 millimeters. So I'm going to come up into this box here and type 72. Boom. Press enter. We got our shape that we can rotate around. And we're going to start taking stuff away here in just a minute. So let's go to the bottom. Actually, let's take a look at our figure, come up with a strategy. Alright, looks like I got to take away a bunch of junk here. That looks pretty hard. Let's start with something easy. That looks also kind of hard. How about that rectangle on the bottom? Yeah, that's a good place to start. It's in this kind of back corner here. Let's go back to our shape. So I think it's always good to kind of work your way around on these edges. That way you don't get lost in your orientation. If I'm looking at the front, it's like, okay, what am I looking at? I don't know. I have no context. I like looking at it from an angle. And to carve something away, you have to make a new sketch, and you'll see it appear over here in the model section. I'm going to click on the bottom, and this is where I'm going to draw my rectangle to take away. Okay, zooming in, the rectangle on the bottom is 50 wide, 72 long, and it's 6 deep. We'll worry about the 6 deep in a minute. Let's just focus on the 50 and the 72. Grabbing my line tool, snap, across, 50 wide, 72 down, kablamo. Oh dear. Oh no, I made an oopsie. Let's try that again. Alright, I'm going to grab my line tool. We're going to come straight down 72, and go over, rookie mistake, Slagle, go over, make that perfectly 90 degrees, locked on the line, 50, and we need to connect these as well so we have a solid figure. So there's our little shape that we're going to etch away, and this is where it gets fun. There's our rectangle. Now we're going to use that rectangle as a guide to eat away at our shape. I'm going to press extrude again. It says, hey, you want to go this direction? You say, no, silly. We're going to cut into that shape. You select cut, and you can either drag how far you want to cut away from the shape, or you type it in, and this is much more accurate. So I'm going to type 6 millimeters. Press OK. Look at that. We've officially carved something out of the block. Super. Isn't that fun? I think it's fun. Wow. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Super. Fantastic. Okay, this surface. Let's do that one next. Take a look-see. We got what appears to be a rectangle that's gone all the way through our shape, and a semicircle, which is a half circle. Okay. 24, rectangle is 24 in. It starts on its corner, and it's 50 long, and that rectangle is 24 wide. Let's do this thing. I'm going to click on this face, and I'm going to type create sketch. Oh, you'll also notice over here in the browser that there's that extrusion here. You can kind of look at the history. The first extrusion was for the shape, and then we took something away. Okay, we're going to create sketch. I'm going to rotate it. I kind of want to work with that rectangle on the bottom. Grab my line tool. I'm going to do some construction lines here. I'm going to measure 24 across. Boom. Okay. 50 up. Boom. 24 across again. And 50 down. Alright, and then I'll delete my construction line there. I wonder if that'll let me... I think it's probably going to spit back an error. If I finish sketch here and then press extrude, can I select that shape? Oh, I can. Good, it notices that edge. Look at that, super. Okay, but let's say you exit out of your sketch. We don't want to extrude yet, we still got to do the circle. If you want to go back and edit that sketch, you click on your sketch and you click on the edit option. So we'll go back in because we still got to do our little circle there. 50, did I get that number right? Is it 50? Yeah, it's 50. Okay. I'm going to grab my circle. We're going to come in, I'm going to lock it on the midpoint, you can see it turns green, and slide it all the way out to get my semicircle. Some of you are probably saying, Slagle, why didn't you use an arc, you dingus? And I don't like the arc because you don't always, it's harder for me to make sure that it's a semicircle. I think I'm going to use that circle and that'll be just fine. Okay, finish. We got a perfect semicircle extending. When I press extrude here to do my cut, choose your profile. Notice if I click down here, that's not the whole shape. You have to also select the circle in addition, so click both. And we're going to drag that all the way through our shape and press OK. We've now subtracted that volume from the shape. Okay, all we got left to do is this awful backside. Let's take a look. I got two circles. I got this big one in a layer, and then I got a rectangle that looks like that's also been cut out, and then a smaller circle on that surface. So let's do the rectangle and the circle here, and then we'll focus on the little one in just a minute. Alright, creating a sketch. I don't know if I really need to do the sound effects, but I think it makes it a little more fun for me. I don't know about you guys. It's probably like blowing up your ears in the microphone. Oh well, too bad. I'm going to do it anyway. 48. if I remember right. 48 high, the center of the circle, and it looks like it's centered, so half of 72, 36. There's probably a measurement on there too, I just didn't look for it. 36 to get to the center. Press enter. That did not work. Try that again. 36. Beauty. What a beauty. Okay, and how about the diameter of that circle? That big circle, you can see the radius right here is 30, which means our diameter is going to be double that. Grab the old circle tool. Extend out to 60. Press enter. Wow, what a beaut. What a beaut. Okay, and now our rectangle. Looks like the rectangle is, if we're doing some math here, we might even be able to use that construction line. 24 from the top, 30 from the bottom. I'm just going to use those if you guys don't mind, to avoid confusing you with some calculation math. Line, I'm going to go from here up 30 to get the bottom of the bottom edge, and I'm going to go using my line tool from here down 24, I believe. Check. 24, 30, good. Alright, and now I can see my dimension lines there. We're going to run all the way across with a straight line. 72. And I'm going to do it again from this side to this side, run all the way across. And you should see that as a solid shape, I hope. No, it doesn't. It wants me to link these up here. So link those together. It looks like we've got a solid shape. I'm going to clean up some of my construction lines just because it's not super key, I don't think. Oh, I can't. There we go. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And then finish sketch. Extrude. Cut. We're selecting the circle, but also that rectangle. And that is far too deep of a cut. If you need to reference, remember Alt-Tab will get you over. Alt-Tab. And it looks like the depth is down here 12 millimeters. So I'll come up here and plug in 12. What a beautiful cut. Man, that's satisfying. Kind of want some cheese now. I'm going to go cut a brick of cheese to look just like this. It would be an excuse to eat a whole heck of a lot of cheese. And we're going to create another sketch. Here. Centering. Now I don't think it's going to let me lock to that center, but if I remember right, it might. Centered here, and I know that it's 40, oh, I don't know, 48 high. I'm just going to throw a line in. 48, up to 48, over to 36 to get that again. And I am going to draw my circle, which has, I believe, diameter 24. Yeah, diameter 24 right there. 24, enter. This one, oh yeah, this one's awesome. Finish sketch. Let's go ahead and get that beautiful view. And zoom. Extruding to cut the circle out of the center. Dragging that baby all the way through. Press OK, and ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful figure. I'm not exactly sure what this is going to do, but it looks important, and something that we could definitely make happen. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was helpful in helping you master your chi of 3D geometry in Autodesk Inventor Professional 2019. Please keep practicing, and I hope that you guys are going to make something amazing. Have a great day.